Dr. Shahira Abdullah.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, I start by declaring my interest as a locally trained dentist in a public hospital. For my speech, I will focus on a proposal to register all graduates who hold a foreign degree in dentistry to pass a qualifying examination before they are granted conditional registration to practice as dentists in Singapore. Firstly, I would like to say that I believe this is long overdue. Having the qualifying examinations ensures that the competencies of foreign graduates are aligned with the competencies of graduates holding a Singapore degree in dentistry. This protects the public by ensuring that only dentists who are adequately trained and qualified are eligible to start practicing under conditional registration. This is already present in most other overseas jurisdictions, and with this, Singapore is actually aligning with the rest of the world. Secondly, though I welcome this proposal, I do have some concerns regarding the implementation timing. At this juncture, there are many young students already enrolled in overseas universities who are part of the schedule. They did so particularly aiming for these universities, so they would not need to take the qualifying examinations. Therefore, I believe it is only fair to carry out these policies prospectively, giving them a few years, taking into account students who have already been accepted to these universities or who are unable to start the degree program yet due to circumstances such as national service. Thirdly, I do have some queries regarding Section 14A, which states that any person who does not hold a Singapore degree or a degree from a specified university may also sit for the qualifying exam if the degree the person holds is, in the opinion of the Council, not lower in standing than the specified degree. May I know the Council will be having a set of objective criteria to determining the quality of these foreign degrees? I am, however, glad that the Ministry said it's going to review the schedule and adding universities or deleting universities from the schedule, because I believe that it will have more clarity for the students who are involved. For example, in my work with youth, I've encountered families who have decided to send their children to study in non-accredited universities just to help them realize their children's dreams. This kind of clarity will allow such families to make more informed decisions when preparing for entrance examinations before university. Similarly, in subsection B, clarity will also be beneficial in how the Council determines if a person has a standing that is not lower than that of a local practitioner. This is because the assessment has to be made before they're permitted to even take the qualifying examinations, which aims to peg their skills to the skills of a local practitioner. Fourthly, I would also like to clarify what sort of circumstances MOH is envisaging would be of public interest to allow a graduate to sit or not sit for the qualifying examination. Lastly, on basis of the qualifying examination, it is based on the final examinations and competencies criteria of the dental graduates in Singapore. I think this is a fair benchmark to aim for. However, there will be instances in which these young Singaporean graduates with foreign degrees may fail this examination, and this may be due to a variety of reasons. For example, as an orthodontist and dentist myself, I have learned that certain dental principles have to be applied to the local context. Dental graduates from foreign universities may not be so well versed in, for example, the Singapore public health aspects, or that the Caucasian face will need a different treatment plan as compared to the Asian face, or the fact that a range of common diseases changes from country to country, which means that experience and skills may differ accordingly. The current guidelines dictate that the qualifying examination may be taken a maximum of 2 times. May I suggest increasing this, but within reasonable limits, especially for the Singaporean graduates who have invested significantly in their dental education. The serious implication that we must take into account is that after failing these qualifying examinations, the young graduate is practically unable to practice dentistry in Singapore. They are forced to look for alternative career pathways and maybe not even practice dentistry at all. Another situation I feel we should think about is the fate of the young graduates with foreign degrees who come from families who are not so well off. They are not able to work while doing the qualifying examination, which takes about a year to complete. If they fail, this may extend to another year, which may have a big impact on the family's finances. A suggestion I have is to provide some sort of scaffolding for these young dental graduates who may need help in returning their skills to the local context. This can be in the form of short optional courses they can apply for which the Dental Council can conduct. These young graduates are essentially our next generation of dentists, and we should give them the support they need so that we do not lose our talents, especially as we aim to raise the standard of dentistry in Singapore. Before I end, I would also like to wish a happy Nurses Day to all the nurses who are such an integral part of the healthcare system. for your hard work, dedication, contributions, and sacrifice, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, notwithstanding these questions, I support the bill.